We detected 3 unusual trades on Tapestry stock, ticker symbol TPR, on the last trading day. And so in this video, we will analyze this unusual option activity, which represents the trades of wealthy investors, sometimes trading based off of leaked information from insiders, to find out how Tapestry stock will perform in the short term, so that we can also make money at the same time the rich are getting richer on Wall Street. If you're not familiar with Tapestry, this company owns luxury brands such as Coach and Kate Spade. So without further ado, let's get to the data analysis as usual. As you can see here, there are 3 trades we want to focus on. The last of which happened on the last hour at 3:40 on April 11th. You can see these trades happening for this May 17 option. We also see here another one here, April 19, 43 strike calls, and also the 42.5 strike calls, also April 19. These are going to expire sooner, so let's take a look at these 2 first and then move on to the last one that they traded in the last hour, which is also very unusual. So for these April 19s, we can see that on April 11th, when these trades happened, these April 19 options, take a look at how many they were trading at the 42.5 strike calls. 9,123 contracts at the volume. Clearly opening trades, since it's much greater than the open interest. Same on the 43 strike calls. 4,353 clearly opening trades, because that's greater than the open interest. Okay, so we have 2 different options trading for the same expiration cycle. And so we picked one of these as our trade, the 43 strike calls. You can see the price that they got these at. They were not buying them for 90, which is the current price, because they're already profitable now. They were buying them for 34, which is about the price we got them for when we got in at that time, because Tapestry was trading at $41.56 when this trade happened at 122. Right, it's slightly higher now at $41.82. So you can see how much profit they already made just by a few cents going up. Okay, and so that is why these options are so profitable, because they have such great leverage. Okay, and so when we take a look and analyze this trade at 34, you can see how much profit they have already made on these call options. $55 of profit per trade. That's actually more than 100% already, because you can see they only paid 34. $55 of profit is greater than 54, right? So by taking that calculation, profit divided by cost, 34, 161% profit already, right? That was just in the same day. Okay, so you can see how profitable this can be. All right, now keep in mind, does have very high risk too, because the theta here is a -7 time decay. Okay, so keep that in mind. And so that's why when we follow these trades, we simply use position sizing to manage our risk. All right, for the trades that we share on our website, which is higher chance of profit, we put a lot more position into those, more of our capital, because they are higher chance of profit. If you're interested in those, check out our website on how you can gain access to those trades that have higher probability of profit in comparison to this trade. This has a lot more risk. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, for the third unusual trade, okay, what is it? It's a bit more complicated, okay, but there's a lot more contracts. You can see that these happened at the last hour. Since it's done at the 43-second, same second mark, these are the same trader doing it, okay? And what you notice here is also that 7,078 is actually, if we divide that in half, 7,078 and divided by 2, we get 3,539, which is exactly the same quantity for this simultaneous trade at the 45 strike calls. So at the 47.5 strike call, they had twice as many contracts. So there's a ratio here. So this is a ratio spread. Okay, so that's important. Okay. And so when we take a look at this trade in deeper details, we can see for these May 17 options, the trade's happening right here. We see this ratio of 2 to 1 here. Clearly opening trades since they're much greater than the open interest at the 47.5 strike call and the 45 strike calls. Okay, so what does this ratio spread mean? Let's analyze this and find out, is this bullish or bearish? Okay, so this was for the May 17th. There's more time on this trade. The 45 strike calls, they were buying 1 for each of their trades and selling 2 for each of their trades of the 47.5 strike calls. Okay, and you can see that when we analyze this trade, it's known as a Backratio strategy. Okay, and you can see here what this means is that they are essentially hedged to the downside, because you can see that the blue line and the purple line is essentially flat at 0. So if Tapestry crashes, which is represented on the x-axis here, you can see they will not lose much because the 0 profit line here is at 0. All right, if it is below it, that's a loss. If it's above, it's a profit. But you can see where the profits go if it goes up, and the max profit you can see is right here, this blue line here, peak profit. All right, purple line is the profit for the date here. So as the time goes on, this purple line actually becomes the blue line. Okay, so max profit is achieved at around this 47.5 strike price where they sold those calls at a ratio of 2 to 1. Okay, so they are targeting the 47.5 strike calls. So that's important to know. Okay, they are bullish, but they are not so bullish because we can see that their break even is at $50 here. So if Tapestry rallies greater than 50, it actually starts to become a loss, because you can see here the blue and the purple line is below the 0 here. Okay, so that is how this strategy works. It does not lose if Tapestry crashes down in share price. It would only lose if it rallies considerably above $50. And when we take a look at the chart, how likely will Tapestry rally to $50? We're currently here at about $41, and $1.82. $50 is all the way up here, right? So that's about a 19.5% gain on the stock. And we would actually have to break this previous high here at $48.80. So there is resistance here. So probably not as likely. Lower chance of this breaking, right? And going above 50. And that is why they set up this kind of trade where the odds are in their favor. Okay? Okay, so this is how you can use options to improve your risk to reward to gain more profits. All right, so these are more sophisticated option strategies. It does require more buying power because you are selling one of these calls naked here. So keep that in mind. If you want to learn more about our trades and how we set up option strategies to do things like this, but with less buying power, less capital intensive usage, so that we can put our capital and money to work at the higher probability of profit trades, make sure to go to our website. Okay, and let us know in the comments below, what do you think will happen to Tapestry? Do you think it will rally soon, or will it plummet down? Please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.